Good morning, Pirates. I'm Sonny, your host for this week's all-new episode of CHS TV. Today, we have a great show planned for you. We've got another installment of Ask the Staff about the stuff that really annoys teachers, and this week's Cultural Corner takes a look at Women's History Month. We also have the debut of a brand new segment showing you it's not that easy making this show every week. But before we get to that, here are your daily announcements. Spirit Week is back. Spirit Week will be held Monday, April 12th to Friday, April 16th. The theme is COVID Can't Break Our Spirit. The first event is a donation drive benefiting the CHS Food Pantry. Please see your class advisors for a list of items. Items are due to Mr. Prokupka or Miss Forbes by Thursday, April 1st. You can find more information about Spirit Week, including the dress-up days and spirit games, on the CHS website. Seniors, the Class of 2021 Senior Awards application is now live on Google Forms. What is this Class of 2021 Senior Awards application? This application is for various community organizations, local scholarships, and awards given to graduating seniors. All seniors are encouraged to complete this application, which will give you the opportunity to be considered for these awards. The deadline for the application is April 20th, 2021 at midnight. The link is in the weekly Naviance newsletter, or you can email Miss McKinley. The Buccaneer Yearbook is still for sale for $95 on the school website. Please click the link under the News and Announcements section entitled Buy Your 2021 Buccaneer Yearbook here on the high school website. The Class of 2024 is selling CHS face masks. Masks are $10 each and can be purchased from Mr. Arnold in E164 or Miss Kramer in E174. Stay safe while showing off your school pride. The Class of 2022 needs you. Looking for a magnet for your car, refrigerator, or cabinet? Show your pirate pride by purchasing a special Cinnaminson C magnet. Purchase price is $10. Checks are payable to Cinnaminson High School and can be mailed to the school. Contact Mrs. Schweitzer or Mrs. Mulville for more information. Every day at CHS, teachers and staff are doing great things for their students. If you feel someone has either helped you, guided you, assisted you, or simply stands out, here is your opportunity to recognize them. Each month, the Golden Apple Award is given to a special staff member. Please consider recognizing someone who has made an impact on your life or the life of another by emailing Miss Leets at leetsj@cinnaminson.com. And now, here is Mr. Gorman with the principal's message.
Good morning, Pirates. I would like to start this week by sharing just how excited I am to add the juniors to our list of students who are able to attend school 5 days a week starting on Monday. At that time, all juniors and seniors will either be in Cohort C or fully remote. Cohort A and B will no longer be an option for 11th and 12th graders. For all freshmen and sophomores, please remember that the deadline to indicate a change to your cohort status is next Thursday, April 1st. All students who were in Cohort A, Cohort B, or indicated a desire to return to in-person instruction on the Return to School survey will automatically be moved to Cohort C. If you would like to change your answer from what was indicated on that survey, please contact your counselor by the end of the day on Thursday. As you may have seen, Burlington County has seen an uptick in the number of cases recently. Please make sure that you are following the rules necessary to slow the spread of the virus. Make sure that you are monitoring yourself for symptoms and taking social distancing seriously. We must all do our part to ensure a safe and healthy school community. As a final note, please make sure that you notify the school if you are traveling outside of the state over spring break. Any student who travels outside of New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, or Delaware will need to quarantine upon their return, and we want to make sure that you will have what you need to be successful. Please enjoy the rest of the broadcast and have a wonderful day.
Do you have an announcement for an upcoming event for your club or organization? Do you want to spotlight student achievement both inside and outside your classroom? Then consider putting your announcement right here on CHS TV. Send us an email with your info to cinnaminsontv@gmail.com or reach out to Mr. Wilson and we will include your announcements each week on our show.
What's up, Pirates? It's Jarrett. Each week we ask the staff a different question. This week we asked, what is your biggest pet peeve? Let's see what they had to say.
I don't love people that repeat every word you say while you're talking to them.
Incompetence. Absolutely. I cannot stand it.
People who don't listen.
My biggest pet peeve would probably be when someone cuts you off.
Dishes in the sink. People being fake. I can't stand fake people.
People tapping on things in like a silent room. So like their pen or like creaking in their chair, things that like disturb the peace.
Not listening to someone when they're speaking to you.
Phony people.
Pet peeve would probably be loud chewers when they're eating, like people who chew with their mouth open.
There's a big list for that. Let's see, the biggest pet peeve. I think it's repeating myself.
Students not putting their names on papers. I feel like you have one job to mark your work, and I'm not asking a whole lot. So just a name, even if it's just name and last initial, but just something.
I think it's repeating myself.
People being late.
I really don't know why this jumped into my head, but I can't stand when people are driving and they're trying to make a left-hand turn, but they're on the right-hand side of the road, blocking everyone that's trying to go around them. If you're making a left, go to the left, please.
It's bad grammar.
My biggest pet peeve is eating and mouth noises.
When I got one, then I guess it relates to me being a teacher, but when people talk over people and then they just keep talking.
People not telling the truth.
When we're in the middle of notes and a student raises a hand thinking that they have a question, and of course they just have to go to the bathroom.
Lateness.
I guess when people say that they're going to do something and then they don't do it, or they get away with things that you know that they didn't do and other people think that they did.
I would have to say when somebody doesn't clean out the microwave, when something spills in it, and then it just gets all disgusting.
I think it's repeating myself.
Let's see, the fact that my wife gets charged $1 for a paper statement fee that she throws out every month, and we just waste $1 every month because she won't call and get it changed. That's up there.
So we can kind of guarantee my wife will never see this, right? I think my biggest pet peeve is like answering the same question 8 times in a row, right? Let's say you went to ShopRite, and on the way home you walk in, you've got the ShopRite bag, and you're like, hey, I got this at ShopRite, and then the person asks you, oh, you stopped at ShopRite? The bag's right here. So I would say answering redundant questions is my pet peeve.
I think it's repeating myself.
Those are some pretty cool answers. Personally, my biggest pet peeve is when people chew and show their food in their mouth. See you next week, Pirates.
You all say we make it look easy, but what you don't see is all of our bloopers and goofs we have accumulated over the past months. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our newest segment, Bloops, I Did It Again.
Whoops, I did it again. I messed up my lines. I'm sorry, Sam. Can we start over?
Oh, that was really bad. Can we start over?
Hi, I'm Ian with our first episode of a new series called Bloops, I Did It Again. It's a compilation of all our best mistakes. Hope you enjoy.
Whoa, hey guys, welcome to the Weather Channel. Hey guys, I'm on vacation in the Bahamas. This is Creepy Corner. Today we're gonna tell some scary stories. Oh, Mr. Brokopka, are you there? Can we interview you? Cinnamons and Sea Magnet. What is behind you right now? Purchase price is $10.
The Entertainment Minute, today for Entertainment Minute,
You keep drifting. Is the floor that slippery?
Unfortunately, yes. The floors are slippery this time of year.
All right. Do you have an announcement?
Hi. This joke of the week, we have a joke that was hand-selected by someone in the joke department.
Doris the Explorer. Hey, howdy, hey, it's your boy, Muffled Man here. Inclusion. Wah, 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 wah.
Mrs. Schweitzer. Hey y'all. Oh.
Deuces. It's okay.
Who farted?
It's all right.
It's 3 letters.
Those are all the bloopers we have for this week. Make sure to stay tuned for episode 2 of Bloops, I Did It Again.
In honor of Women's History Month, this week's Cultural Corner highlights feminism. Yeah, that's right, the F word. So, what is feminism? Feminism is a noun. It is all at once an idea, a movement, a theoretical perspective, and so its meaning is forever evolving. A constant component of feminism is that no gender identity is a marker of ability, and as such, gender should never determine or direct a person's place, path, or worth in society. Too often, feminism is misrepresented as the desire for women to overcome men. That is 100% inaccurate. So sit back, open your heart and mind while 5 of your class of 2023 classmates introduce feminism to you in their own way.
Okay, what is feminism?
Feminism is when women deserve equal rights as men.
It is the equality between the two sexes.
I'm pretty sure it's the belief that genders should be equal.
I guess the equality between genders.
Feminism is like the push for women's rights.
Being able to support every gender equally, especially rights for women.
Fighting for equal gender rights.
Feminism would be when somebody is trying to advocate for the feminine gender.
With my definition, I think feminism is seeking equity for all genders.
Equality for women and women empowerment.
Feminism is very intersectional, and I feel like it should help a lot of people, and it should help people who are pushed down because of homophobia and race, not just gender.
The fight for equality between genders, so led by women to make sure that there are equal rights and justice between just any walk of life, really.
Equality for all genders.
Empowering women and making sure women and men are equal. I guess I would describe feminism as a strong woman and just women really taking power in today's society and basically telling men that we can do the same thing.
So feminism is pretty much the ensuring of equal rights for women. So there's been injustices in the past. I mean, it initially started with the voting suffrage rights of women, but has moved on to work on other matters as well and ensuring equal rights for women.
Feminism is the want for both genders to have the same equality, the same equity.
And would you consider yourself a feminist?
Yes. And why?
Because I think that everyone should have equal opportunity and not be affected by their gender.
Yes.
Why?
Because I believe that every person should have equal rights, not just men.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think that they should all be equal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
In that sense. Because I want equality between genders. In opportunity.
Sure.
Why?
I think everybody should be equal. Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm really a big advocate for gender equality and making sure everyone is treated the same way.
Yeah.
And why?
I think it's very unfair that people are treated differently based on their gender, so.
Yeah, I would.
And why is that?
I think that we need to advocate for the people who are being disenfranchised, and I think you kind of have to be as a teacher. You have to make sure, yes, you have to make sure everybody is equal, but you also have to make sure that you are fighting for the people whose causes need to be fought for.
Yeah.
And why?
Because I feel as if women deserve equal rights, in society, just as everybody does.
I would consider myself a feminist. I believe a lot of feminist ideas, but I also believe in uplifting others when they need it. So yeah, I would say I'm feminist.
In the traditional sense, I would say that anybody could be a feminist. and that's not really restricted to whether you're a man or a woman, as long as you believe in equal rights.
All right, and why would you consider yourself a feminist?
Well, for that reason, I think that it's fair that everybody should have the equal opportunity, the equal rights, and therefore that I think that I am a feminist because I believe in that.
All right, thanks.
Absolutely.
And why?
Because I believe everyone should be treated equally regardless of their gender identity.
I would.
And why's that?
Because I think it's unfair that some women are treated less than men when really that's not how it should be.
I would say yes and no. I'm a very strong woman and I don't discredit that, and I support like feminism and all of that, but at the same time, like, men are gonna be men, so it's kind of hard in this society to like stand out, but I do the best I can.
All right, and do you have like a reason for that opinion?
I guess it's controversy mainly. Some people are scared. I wouldn't say I'm scared to like talk out, but it can be scary in this society with everything that goes on to be a woman and be a feminist. But I really stand for the people who do speak up and try their best for everyone.
All right.
I would say, I mean, I'm not necessarily a feminist, but I definitely would stand up for women's rights if it ever came into play. So, yeah.
Do you have a reason for that opinion?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just common decency that we should treat everyone the same and that everyone should be given the same opportunities, and that isn't necessarily happening sometimes in the case of women's rights. So,
Yes. And why?
I personally believe in equal rights for both parties, and I believe that women should have the same opportunities as men do, and women have a certain disadvantage, especially regarding the STEM field, which is what I'm going into. So that is why I am a feminist.
And would you consider yourself a feminist?
Of course, yeah, I'm a feminist.
And why is that?
Because I want equity for all genders.
All right.
A feminist believes that all people are born just that, people. No one person is born better than the other, and no one gender is better than the other.
Historically, women have faced many stereotypes and expectations solely based on their gender. They were also seen as maternal figures, and housewives who were expected to clean, cook, reproduce, and obey their husbands.
While society has largely moved on from these specific standards, we still see gender bias, also known as sexism, in areas such as healthcare, workforces, politics, and even in the media.
Feminism is an equality movement, but it's received many damaging labels, such as man-hating cult or women's only club. These labels are harmful because it spreads the idea that feminists believe women are superior to men.
Feminism at its core is equality, and anyone can support equality. That's why the movement is open to anyone, because it works to improve society for everyone.
The Cultural Heritage Celebration Subcommittee members suggest anyone who is curious to understand more about feminism to do some research and engage in healthy dialogue. Members also want to send a sincere thank you to sophomores Chelsea Bonpozniak, Catherine Duong, Sarah Glisson, Emma Schreier, and Daniela Spate for all their time and hard work creating the content for the feminist feature.
That's all for this week, Pirates. If you have any comments or questions or ideas for something you would like to see on CHS TV, please reach out to us at cinnamonsandtv@gmail.com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. See you next week.